The last thing before Rotem has some finishing words is a session for growth hacking by Mr. Stefan Oxtveit. Please welcome him. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. I am narcissistic, so I need to film this. It's from my vlog. I'm actually a former head of communication for an engineering company. I have some 10 years in the US. I married an American, which you would think would be kind of like marrying someone from Norway, but you know, as we know, culture is the thing, and I couldn't be any further from being a Norwegian or marrying someone from Norway. Has been a difficult task for her. I'm going to talk about growth hacking. I know some of you here, or most of you here, are interested in the crowd, the sharing economy, and I think you're interested in it from a deep perspective. I think you're interested in it from an inner motivation. So, a growth hacker, looked it up, because I'm kind of not, but I can talk about it, is someone who's obsessively focused on growing. And I like this meme here. This kid is very popular. It's been used a bunch of places. And it's not your CEO. It's all the other people. And I'll tell you, the key to that. A lot of people who lived up and grew up in, my age group, 30 years to 40 years, know this movie. The first rule of growth hacking is there is no rules of growth hacking. But there's a couple of things that these companies have in common. This is Gaping Void. It's a cartoonist who draw funny things, put focus on things that are quite good. And he says, and it is very true, that mediocre companies have teams. Great companies have tribes. So tribes is the word I want you guys to remember after today. How many here uses or drive a Tesla? Can I see some hands? Are there some hands for Tesla owners? 2. Well, you guys can afford a Tesla sooner. Let me ask the 2 here. Do you feel that you're part of something bigger than driving a car? I'll explain why. I applied for head of communication for Tesla. I got second, which is a loss. But one of the tasks I got was to present to the head of communication in the US an innovation and a plan to launch it into the market. I thought about it for, a couple hours, came up with a good idea, and I called a friend of mine or an acquaintance of mine who has a Tesla. He said, great idea, this is his feedback, and we hung up the phone. Later that night, I didn't know it, he went to the tribe of Tesla, the close group of Tesla owners on Facebook, and he asked the question I asked him to all the Tesla owners of what my idea was about. He got tremendous feedback. So the next morning when I woke up, he said I couldn't help it, but I had to ask my fellow Tesla owners about what they thought of your idea. And he got some 200 and something likes and comments. This is Tesla Bjørn, by the way, the most famous Tesla owner in the world. I think he's also the guy who has referred people to buy Tesla as a competition and won the new SUV. The key here that I realized was that the Tesla owners had bought something bigger than just a car. And so I called him the next day and I said, well, hey, thank you for your answer. He said, I'm sorry, man, I'm at an anniversary dinner with my wife. And I said, calm down, just skip it, never mind, thank you for your help. No, we can talk, he said. I said, well, I was just wondering if you could maybe do a screen dump of the feedback you got, just so I have some proof in the pudding, so I can send to the head of communication. But, you're at the university dinner, so just never mind. And he said, oh, hold on. And he said, Hilda. He said, okay. Yeah, my wife says it's okay, because my wife also loved the Tesla. And at that moment, I realized that what he had and what Tesla had was that they had a tribe. So if you want to crowdfund, if you want to create a sharing economy, you have to build your tribe. And that's what this is about. A tribe is a group of people connected to something bigger than themselves. It can be a product, it can be a leader, it can be an idea. And this guy here is sort of the founder of the tribe. He's a great marketing guy. But if you're going to find your tribe, you got to figure out what's motivating for them. And the key to find a tribe, is not easy, and it's not a quick fix. There's no silver bullet to it. But I also work with gamification and game-based analysis. And everyone in this room is different. We have two key drivers in our life. We have our external motivation, and we have our internal motivation. Anything that has an epic cause, anything that we think is important for the greater good, for society, for ourselves, for our health, is inner motivated. And any tribe is inner motivated. And I have a couple of companies that I know who work on products that are key for society. So if you look at Superman here, some of you may not know cartoons, but at least people know Superman. Superman is a philanthropist. He is the Wikipedia guy. He runs around to be the greater good for society. We have the achiever, on the other hand, which is Batman. He can't control himself. He has to work day and night because he's an achiever. Engineers, they are achievers. They like to fill in the form to the complete end. They like to do everything to 100%. But if you're going to find your tribe, you have to figure out what engages them and what motivates them. For the philanthropist, it's the inner motivation. It's knowing that they're part of something big and something good. So, a couple of examples I've heard here. I think most of them are inner motivated, and it's key for you guys to find the inner motivation. And if you have a product then who is partly a tribe that should be inner motivated, I would recommend to look up Daniel Pink. He has written a book called Drive. And he says there are 3 factors that drive our inner motivation. It's the epicness, the purpose. So the purpose of some of these companies are to create better value, to let people have a better product, to make sure your TV show doesn't go off the air. That's epic to you. It also has to have an autonomy, meaning the freedom. So crowdfunding and crowdsourcing in the sharing economy, what does it provide? It provides freedom. Nabobil or Airbnb or Uber, they provide freedom for people who use the services to find a house in Spain. Don't have to own a house in Spain. You can rent a house in Spain from someone else. The person who provides his house for rent in Spain gives him freedom. And they also know that they're part of something bigger. And these 2 circles alone will motivate people to take action. So I just want to reiterate or go back to finding your tribe. If you guys want to build the next Tesla or the next Airbnb or the next sharing economy company out there, the key for success for your growth hacking is to find that tribe. Because the tribe will go to war for you, they'll sell for you, they'll promote for you. Just like Tesla Bjørn did. If Bjørn says that Tesla is good to his friends, it is 70% more reliable than if Tesla themselves says that our car is good. The car has many, many flaws, but the owners of Tesla gives it a higher rating than the scale allows. They broke the scale of the car rating. The car itself has things that doesn't work, but you know what? It doesn't matter to the tribe because to them, it's something bigger. They're being part of getting the world from a fossil fuel-based world into a renewable-based world. And to them, that is epic. So just be aware that if you want to succeed with what you're doing, you can run these game-based analysis on your target audience, on your app, on your product here, and find who will be the first movers, who will be the people who believe in you guys, who believe in the system or believe in the product you have from an inner perspective, because they will be your success. And that is basically the closest I can get to growth hacking. If anyone has any questions, any comments, would like some tools to run this type of analysis on your target audience or on your user groups, I have lots of resources. I have a meetup in Oslo that talks about gamification on a monthly basis, and I would invite anyone to come and join me there. Any questions? Is growth hacking easy? Yes? It's called gamification for greater good. And I know I'm presenter number 23 today. I counted, and not including the intro and the outro. So I will make it with that. Just remember to successfully build your tribe. You got to find what motivates them. And without your tribe, you will not have growth. Thank you.
Yeah.
You get some chocolates as well?
Yeah. Okay. Closing words? Yeah.
Okay. It's been a long day, but I hope you found it all very interesting. We are very happy to have had all of you here. Thank you for clearing a day from your schedule to come and share it with you, and share it with us here. And I hope you will follow us, be with us, join the. It was a great message to finish with. Hug your tribe. So we hug you, and we want you to be in our tribe and follow us both at Bidra and in the Nordic Crowdfunding Alliance. Like us on Facebook, and then we can keep in touch in the long term. I just want to say a huge thanks to DNB for allowing us to hold this here in this fantastic facility. Their generosity is amazing for the food, the location, the speakers. A big hand for DNB.
Yeah, and we wanted to thank Rotem because I can honestly say that 90% of the program is his work and not my work. So a big thank to Rotem, and I have some. You had chocolate already, so you get some wine from us. And we hope to see you again also next year when we will have the third Norwegian crowdfunding event. And please, please, please put your projects on Bidra or call us, and we will help you out with almost everything.
And one last thank you to Bidra. They've done an excellent job with the logistics and the arrangement, so big hands to Bidra. Thank you all.